All right, so let's get started. Let's start sitting nice and tall. Here we go. We'll roll the shoulders or the neck or the wrists, or you can roll the ankles or toes too, and just kind of roll out any tension in the body. And then when you're ready and you're nice and settled and centered, we'll rest the hands on the lap and we'll close the eyes. You can choose to either have your palms down on your lap if you're feeling overwhelmed this week or today to create a more grounding effect. Or if you're feeling the opposite, if you're feeling more open, if you're feeling a little bit open to receive, you can turn the palms up to the ceiling. And just welcoming in the breath in and out without changing anything about your breath, just allowing it to slowly evolve into a deeper breath over time. And just paying attention to how you feel right now. Just observing, arriving, and letting go of anything you're holding on to from the past that no longer serves you. Letting it exit out through the breath, out into oblivion. And opening up your heart for new possibilities. Opening your heart for positive people to enter your life. And positive change. And little by little, sending the breath farther down and down to the lowest point of your spine and creating a balloon out of your low belly, breathing in and out, inflating and deflating that balloon in the low belly. Relaxing your face, your eyebrows. And unlocking or clenching your jaw, letting the tongue relax. Keeping your eyes still closed, we will inhale together and sweep the arms out and up overhead, bringing hands into prayer position above your head, elongating your spine. Next breath in, lengthen the fingertips up all the way up towards the sky. And breath out, bring your hands in prayer position down in front of your heart. Once the thumbs come towards your sternum, let the head fall towards your chest. Briefly creating an intention for yourself, just reminding you of what brought you to your mat today. Something short and sweet. Then we'll slowly blink the eyes open, looking down at your fingertips. We'll bring the head to neutral and we'll bring the hands on tops of the shoulders and we'll bring the elbows together to touch and we'll make some big circles with the shoulders. You can kind of round and open the spine to kind of like cat-cow to help make nice big circles. And then reverse the circle. Getting any tension out of your shoulders and neck. And then shake it out, roll it out. And then let's just straighten the legs in front. And we'll point and flex the toes a few times. I got my avocado socks on. I also have banana socks, but I like these avocado socks. And we'll roll it out, any movement there, just to get the ankles a little warmed up. Wiggle the toes. And just make it fun. All right, so let's come to tabletop. Coming to hands and knees. Making sure you guys can see me okay. All right, there we go. Oh, we got my helper. Thank you. Got my helper here. All right, let's do some cat-cows and just get warmed up here. Yeah, are you a cat or a cow? Are you a cat or a cow? What are you doing back there? Well, let's take one more. And then let's just come up onto the knees. We'll bring the hands just at your low back so that the fingers point downwards. And pointing the elbows back the best you can. If you need anything under the knees, you can add it, but we're not gonna stay up here super long. We'll inhale and just draw the shoulders back and try to point the elbows back the best you can. And pressing into your low back to keep it nice and long, we'll just start to open the heart up to the sky. You can keep the chin tucked just to protect the neck. And you can look straight ahead or up to the ceiling. Take a big breath here. This is our camel pose or our modified camel here. Good. We'll slowly bring the spine back to neutral and lengthen the low back. And we'll bring the fingertips in front of you and walk them forward into a puppy dog stretch, keeping the knees under the hips. We'll stretch the back. And walk the hands back under the shoulders. And if you need to, you can walk the knees back a little bit for a modified plank. You can kind of shift here, so find that modified plank. And we'll hold it here, engage the core, take a breath. Get the fingers and pads of the fingers nice and grounded. And then nice and slow, as you exhale, we'll lower all the way down, Chaturanga. And inhale, take a back bend. You can either take your baby cobra, or if it's possible, come up to the forearms for a sphinx. Let's take 3 breaths, lengthening both the front and the back of your neck. Last breath. Then let's come down to rest. You can stack your palms to make a pillow, bend the knees, and rock your knees from side to side. Or sway the feet side to side. We'll straighten the legs back onto your mat. Once it's even on both sides, palms come back onto the shoulders, and we'll press up, back to table. Nice. And let's see, which side do I want to start on? I'll start on this side so you can see. So with the right foot, you'll kickstand the foot out a little bit to help you balance, and then we're going to come to a modified side plank. So adjust so that the hand is stable. If the wrist is hurting, you can try coming to the fist, or just try to focus more of the weight more on the first finger and thumb of your hand. And we'll reach the left arm up to the sky when you're ready. And breathe into that space between your shoulder blades. And then you can either keep this pose right here, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, we can practice our half moon. So slowly we can start to lift this left leg and just practice our balance here. And the key to the balancing for this one is to keep this floating left leg super, super active. So you're keeping the muscles super strong, you're flexing the foot, and you're pointing the toes in the same direction as you're facing, and you're pressing the foot as if you're pressing your foot against a wall inside of a swimming pool, and you're about to push off and take that like side stroke. Nice, and we'll just practice here for 3 more breaths. Engage the core. Fabulous. We'll come back to the mat. Both hands come back forward. Both knees come back down. Let's rinse it out with a cat-cow. Fabulous. Let's take the other side. We'll kickstand the left foot, and we'll straighten that right leg to come to side plank on this side. Good, nice. I can see Capoeira looking good. Looks good. Nice. Breathe in between the shoulder blades, and then if you'd like, practice your half moon. This leg is super strong. Like if I was to come up to you and try to bump you over with this leg, you would wobble, but you wouldn't fall over. Good. And I didn't mention on the other side, you can look in any direction if you want to look straight ahead or up or down. Just another breath or two. This one really makes you feel like you're floating. Floating, floating. Good, last breath. And then we'll come down back to table. Prepare your body to come to downward dog. And when you're ready, come up to down dog. And just start to walk it out and take those favorite movements that you have that feel good. From your down dog, if you're still up here, or if not, we'll come back to down dog. We'll start to tiptoe forward to the top of your mat, coming to forward fold, and I'll invite you to bend the knees a little bit for this, especially for this first one. And fold, let the head rest heavy so the neck can lengthen. If you want to turn it yes and no, that sometimes is good. Good. If the hands are not already, bring the hands to either your legs or the floor. And inhale, lift halfway, create a table out of your low back. And then exhale, refold. Let the head fall heavy and relax the spine. And we're going to really slowly as you can roll one vertebrae at a time until the head comes up last. Really take your time. Let each disc realign. And once the head comes up to neutral, we'll turn the palms facing forward in our favorite pose, Tadasana. Once you come to Tadasana, I'll invite you to close the eyes again for a sec. And just feel the stability between both feet on your mat. And possibly coming back to your intention if you made an intention earlier. Next breath in, let's sweep the arms up, opening the eyes, looking up at your palms. Exhale, we'll swan dive forward, lead with your heart. Hi, Katie. Inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, keep your left foot forward and step your right foot back. So the left foot stays forward, right foot comes back, curling the toes under. We're going to keep the back knee lifted. The right fingertips on the inside of your left foot here, you can keep on the fingertips or come to palm or fist. And then we'll inhale, twist, reach the left arm up to the sky. And breathe in between the shoulder blades again. Great. Both hands come back down to frame your left foot. And from here, you're going to pivot the back heel down for warrior two. And we're going to bring your left forearm on top of the left knee. And we're going to reach the right arm up overhead. So you're going to come to a side angle from here. Good. Breathe. Get the weight distributed even, especially through the back foot or the outer edge of the right foot. Good. We'll inhale, reverse your warrior. I know my head's cut off, but we'll reverse our warrior. Good. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep a nice bend in this front knee. And exhale, we'll windmill the hands all the way forward to the top of your mat. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And fold, exhale. We'll keep your right foot forward, left foot comes back for a runner's lunge. So right foot stays forward, left foot's back, curl the toes under. And then we'll twist. Right arm comes up, left hand stays planted, however you want to plant the hand. That's comfortable for the wrist. Good. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Fabulous. Both hands come back to frame your right foot. Pivot your left heel down for warrior two. And as you're ready, we'll bring the forearm or the elbow onto the right leg, and we'll sweep the left arm up overhead alongside the ear for our side angle. Both legs are strong, especially that left back leg. And inhale when you're ready, reverse. Reach that right arm up overhead. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, windmill the hands to the front of your mat. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Then exhale, hands come to either side, Tadasana. Turn the palms forward and close the eyes again just for a moment. And just observe. Take one more breath here, standing nice and stable. And then we'll inhale together, sweep the arms out and up, overhead, and we'll exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, and we will step your right foot back. So the left foot stays forward, right foot comes back. I'm going to add a little bit here. We're going to drop the back knee. And your choice if you want to keep the toes curled under or uncurl the toes, that's up to you. It's two different little stretches there. And then we'll inhale, sweep the arms up to that low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Take a breath or two, relaxing the shoulders. Great. Both hands reach back forward. Back knee lifts, curl the toe under, or toes. And we'll inhale, twist, left arm reaches up to the sky. Right hand stays planted. And next exhale, we'll bring the left hand back down. Pivot your right heel for warrior two. And we'll bring the left forearm on top of the left knee. Right arm reaches overhead alongside the ear. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to reverse. And exhale, windmill the hands forward, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. We'll plant the fingertips and we'll step your left leg back. Right foot stays forward. Back knee will come down, uncurl the left toes. And we'll inhale, sweep the arms up to our low lunge, our Tadasana. Take a nice breath or two here. I'd say it's probably about 2 breaths. And exhaling, reach forward to frame your foot. Curl the back toes and lift your back knee. And we'll inhale, twist when you're ready. Right arm reaches up, left hand stays on the inside of the left foot or right foot. Good. We'll come down, both hands frame the foot. Pivot the left heel down, and we'll come to our side angle on this side. Forearm rests onto the thigh or knee. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Then exhale, windmill the hands top of your mat. Let's take a big step forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Then exhale, hands come to either side, mountain pose. One more time. Again, I'll ask you to soften or close your eyes in your mountain pose and just observe. Good. While we're here and we're pretty stable and warmed up, let's practice our tree pose. So you can stay here at the top of your mat if you're pretty stable there, or you can move anywhere else if you need a wall or something to hold on to. And it doesn't matter which side you want to start with. Just shift your weight to one side. You can bring hands to hips or hands to heart center, and then find your tree pose. Engaging the core. And just feeling those little muscles doing their job, those little almost like twitches, keeping your foot stabilized. And it's normal to kind of come out and come back in. Balancing poses are quite difficult. You can take any variation with the arms. Hi. What kind of tree are you? She's a complainer. I just fed her and she just likes to complain. So. Great. We'll come back to center and we'll switch to prepare for the other side if you want to roll it out or shake it out. Good. And prepare for this side. Find your focal point or drishti. Engage the muscles needed, like the core. And also the glutes are engaged, especially this one for this leg that's externally rotated. Whatever you want to do with the hands, we're just practicing here. Finish off this side. You can place the foot down and roll it out, shake it out. Awesome. We'll come back to the top of your mat if you're not already there. We'll inhale, reach the arms up, and we'll exhale, fold forward, and we'll tiptoe the feet back into downward dog. And on your inhale, roll forward to plank or modified plank. Shift forward, and exhale, come down, chaturanga. Inhale to peel the heart forward and take any back bend that you'd like, and take a few breaths here. Next breath, we'll come down to rest if you haven't already. Rest the head onto the arms. And if you would like, you can bend the knees and sway the feet side to side. And take your time. We're going to make our way to down, I can't talk, not down dog. We're going to make our way to child's pose coming up. So take your time if you want to lay on your belly a little bit more. Otherwise, make your way to child's pose when you're all set to get there. And I'll invite you to have the knees wide, either hips width distance or as wide as the mat. And you can even add some movements of swaying the hips side to side when you get here. And breathe. The third eye is touching something, forcing it to relax, and just coming back to your intention. If you made one earlier, what brought you to your mat, and just any movements, including maybe walking the hands closer to help anchor the hips down, or you can take any arm variation that you like. And we'll take child's pose for a couple breaths here, since we got some good movement in just now. We got our good asana practice in, so we can kind of cool it down a little bit. We're going to take about 5 or 6 more breaths in your child's pose. Just letting gravity do the work here for you. Ooh, that tea is spicy. I made ginger tea, and that is a spicy ginger tea. Let's see, how much time do I have left to torture you? All right, still got time. Good. Take another breath or so if you're still in your child's pose. And from here, take your time. We're going to transition to, let's see, what did I want to do here next? Let's come to seated. I'm getting scatterbrained here, trying to remember what I wanted to do. We'll come to seated. And we're going to just practice our boats here to keep the core nice and strong. So you can take any of the three options of boat. Option 1, where you can kind of lean back a little bit. Option 2, which is like the medium. And then option 3, if you really want to pretend you're a gymnast for the day. But either way, find the right ones. Imagine squeezing the knees together. And we'll take 5 breaths once you get here. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last breath. Great. We'll bring the feet down if they're not already. We'll reach forward again, and we'll use the core to roll all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time until the head comes down last. And we'll bring the feet into the shape of a V, or what shape is this? A butterfly. Oh my gosh. A butterfly leg. So the feet come together, knees fall apart. Arms will come overhead in prayer position. And we're going to do that core warm-up that we've done before, where it's kind of like a crunch and you reach your hands towards your feet. And we'll take a couple of those just until you feel warmth. So you can rest once you feel like you're done. And I'm going to do 3 more if you want to join me. And 3. All right, we'll rest. Ooh, that's a lot of work. And we're going to counterpose that with a back bend. So if you need to sway your knee side to side a little bit, you can, and get the feet hips width distance and scoot the heels in as close towards your body as you can. Roll the shoulders back and plant the palms onto the mat. Keep your gaze. Your head is looking straight up towards the ceiling. And once your neck and head is centered, you can inhale, lift your hips for bridge pose. And breathe. You can continue to roll the shoulders back if you'd like, or take any variation. And breathe into the heart and the front body. And to come out, we'll lift the heels, come into your tippy toes, and slowly rolling little by little until the tailbone meets the mat. Bring the feet to the outer edges of your mat. Let the knees fall together and gently press the low back into the mat. If you'd like, you can sway the knees here, side to side here again. And then let's all bend the knees and hug your knees in towards your chest, giving them a good squeeze, and you can keep rocking or be still. And then let's bring the right foot down to your mat, cross the left ankle over, and either keep it here or lift the leg again and hug the knee in for your seated pigeon or figure four stretch. Flex all 10 toes and breathe. We'll keep the legs in this position and we'll reach the arms out to the shape of the T and let the legs fall over to your right, either keeping the feet like this, planting the foot on the ground, or you can stack the knees. We've done this one before, so you can decide which variation, and looking straight ahead or over to your left. We'll bring the head to neutral if it's not already. Legs slowly come back to neutral, planting the feet on the ground and crossing the other leg over and taking the stretch on this side. Breathing into the outer hip. Relaxing shoulders. Arms will reach out to either side and let the feet come to your left into a twist, however you want to twist. And breathe, maybe looking at the right palm or up to the ceiling. Slowly bring head back to neutral, legs back to neutral, and we'll take happy baby here. And give yourself any last stretches or poses that you'd like to add. And give yourself a little bit of time, finish those last little poses, and we'll get set up for Shavasana. right, and we'll set up for Shavasana. You can get set up however you'd like. Getting nice and comfy. Now that you're in your comfy position for Shavasana, you can close your eyes. Letting all of the little muscles around your eyes and your forehead relax. And softening your ears, jaw, and tongue, and throat. And softening shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. Hips, legs, feet, and toes. Letting go of any anxiety or worry from your chest and your rib cage. And softening your diaphragm and low belly as you breathe that balloon into your lower belly. Feeling the surface beneath you supporting your body. The clothing hugging your skin. And the breath flowing in and out naturally. Briefly, just observing the difference in temperature between your inhales and your exhales. Just taking these next few minutes to just observe. Observing the breath, the body, and whatever thoughts decide to pop in and out of your mind, just observing them in a very passive manner. And all you have to do here is breathe. Shavasana. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. You can start to begin wiggling fingers and toes. Making little circles with wrists or ankles. Stretching arms, legs, or the neck. And rolling over eventually to one side. Resting your head on one of your arms as a pillow and stacking the knees nice and comfortably. And once you're on your side, now is the time to remind yourself of one or a couple of things that you're grateful for. Once you found your gratitude, press your way up to a tall seated position, sitting nice and tall as usual, and breathing nice and deep in and out through the nose. Meeting hands in prayer position in front of the heart. And as you breathe, I ask you here silently, how does it feel to be you right now in this very moment? Thank you so much for making it here today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you very much. I hope you all have a great week. I'll send an email to remind you about the makeup class on March 10th so that we don't forget. And